Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Magical Shante 888, and I am here to do a intuitive oracle read. What messages do you need to hear from your spirit guides using these two beautiful oracle decks plus my own personal oracle deck? And I'm also going to include the affirmations because I feel like we need it. I did do the oracle reading for the fire signs, and it's been taking forever to upload. I think it should be uploaded probably by the time I finish this video, and then I'll get this one uploaded. And I am still debating if I want to do water, air, and earth all in one, or if I want to break it up, or how I want to do it. So I will start off with water, and then after that, like, I'll get the vibe, and if I feel like I want to stop and take a break, then I'll do that and break it up, and or just continue if I feel like I want to continue. It is New Year's Eve. I do have my wine. I am in a relaxed state. Today was interesting. The last few days for me have been very, very interesting, to say the least. But this evening, I had a even more of a breaking down of a tower moment that I've been experiencing for the last few months, and it's been very, very rough on me. My window is open, so if you hear firecrackers or fireworks, that's what it is. And I know that it's not just me, it's the world. Like, it's 2021 has been interesting for everyone. It started off rough for me, and it's ending kind of rough for me too. But I know that all is not lost. It's just one of those seasons that it's just time for some new things. And I'm learning to be adaptable, but it's not always easy. Cheers if you're drinking. Alright, so let's get into this. I'm definitely going to start off with the affirmations because I know that I need it. Boy. Let me tell you. Something serious. The wave of emotion that I have been going through over the last few days has been fucking crazy. Makes me feel like I'm going cuckoo. So we have the world needs your magic, and that's left in the deck. And then we have I am proud of my decisions. So I am laughing because I'm holding this up, and I don't really feel that proud of some decisions that I've made, but without those decisions that I did make that I feel like are not exactly correct for me, I wouldn't be able to be in a place of even realizing that I did make any type of mistake. Or when you make mistakes, there's always room to grow, and that's what we're here to do. And I've already expressed how uncomfortable growth is and how uncomfortable it can be, and boy, am I fucking feeling it. And I know that it is a collective thing, and understand that you can heal from whatever it is that you're going through, and you're worthy of everything that you desire. If you are feeling alone or sad or depressed, especially during this season, know that you're not alone, okay? You're not alone. All right, so we have this. I'm proud of my decisions. And on the back of it, I did write something. I may not always make the right decisions, but I am also not my mistakes. That is big facts. And I promise I am going back and forth on this very thing, on feeling like, am I proud of my decisions? Like, I spent the whole year thinking that I was leveling up and doing shit, and then for it to all just come tumbling down, I'm just really thinking, like, what the fuck was I doing? Like, what? Like, I'm really thinking about all the decisions that I did make, and the decisions that I did not make. And it's been a roller coaster. It's really been a roller coaster. I mean, it really has. And especially today, I think because it's the end of 2022, even though I tentatively think that the true new year really does begin in March. However, in the States, I mean, it's January. But you can start over at any time. It doesn't have to be at New Year. Don't sell yourself short, and but also don't set yourself up so high to where it's so high that you can't even really meet your own expectations, i.e., you know how gym memberships, are all of a sudden 50% off. Everybody goes to the gym for the first like month or two, and then they fall back off. Or they might make it until spring break, and then after spring break, they're kind of like, they fall off for a little bit, and then summer comes in and they want to go back. It's the consistency that leads you to where you really want to be. And I struggle with consistency, and I found that really comes from fear of abandonment and commitment issues, which still goes back to fear of abandonment. Feeling like if I put too much into something that I might not get enough back from it, because I have been in positions like that with relationships, not even just intimate relationships or like boyfriend girlfriend relationships, like family relationships, and not getting the same love that I felt like I wanted or deserved back, and having to release that has been real heavy. And every now and again I'm triggered by it because something comes up and it reminds me of it, and I might lash out or I might cry about it. I mean, whatever one. But there's no wrong way to handle your pain. Just be patient with yourself and give yourself grace whenever you do have those moments of sadness or hopelessness. Like, all hope is not lost. Like, there's still so much more to look forward to. And as I'm speaking this to y'all, I'm speaking it to myself, because I literally spent half of my day today just feeling so fucking down about where I'm at in life and where I felt like I should be. And I've been saying this for the last couple of videos, but I can't help it. It's just where I'm at. And I have my moments where I'm like, okay, I got this. Like, I'm a bad bitch. Like, I got this shit. And I know ultimately deep down, I have the heart of a lion and I got this shit, but it still doesn't make it any easier to go through it when you're going through it. And I truly feel in my heart of hearts that this is a collective thing. It may not always be external, but sometimes it's those internal things that we battle, that we don't necessarily share with people, that people don't know that we're going through, because we don't look like what the fuck we go through. Thank God we don't, because if I did, I don't even want to tell you, like, it would be terrible. So for me, even when I am going through things, I do make it a priority to still dress nice and to still look nice and to still put myself together, even though sometimes I don't feel like it, but it really makes me feel so much better whenever I do. All right. So, being proud of the decisions that we've made for 2021 and beyond. And if you have not been proud of the decisions that you've made, you're not your mistakes. So understand that you're not a mistake. You have a purpose. Okay? You are loved. You are wise. You're kind. You're abundant. You're beautiful. You're smart. You are worthy. Okay? Don't ever let anybody tell you anything else. All right? So there's that. Then we have I am a beautiful soul. And on the back of it, I wrote, I am beautiful inside and out, so much so that I am able to see the beauty in everything. There's always beauty in the struggle. Like, yes. Shout out to my higher self for speaking to me through these cards, because I need to hear these messages. Y'all need to hear these messages. We need to hear these messages. Closing out this year and going into a whole new year, we need to have a different mindset. Take what works and leave the rest. Easier said than done, but really, and that leads me to the next one. I am stronger than I think. We are stronger than we think. And on the back it says, I have a wisdom larger than this 3D realm that I tap into for strength, courage, and hope. I am fully supported by the divine always. I am not alone at this time or ever. Y'all. Like, when I wrote these words on the back of this, I don't remember if I got them from like books or where I got them, but they just came to me, and they are so spot on, like, especially for this moment. These particular cards y'all can get from Five Below. I recommend that everybody goes to get them, because even if you do watch me or you watch other readers or you get readings, whatever, to have these cards and writing your own messages on the back from your higher self to you is so fucking helpful. Like, do it. I'm always going to lead people back to themselves. I don't want people to be dependent on me to give them readings or to give them insight. I want to be able to provide you with the tools enough for you to trust yourself, to know that you can guide you. That is my goal. All right, and then we have I am enough. It says, I am most proud of my ability to forgive myself and others for past mistakes. My humble heart and spirit. I am a warrior. I am stepping into thriving from barely surviving. Wow. This reading's finna be lit. I'm telling you, the water signs has been so lit. I started it last night and I had to stop because I was interrupted too many times. But when I was starting on it, man, it was so lit and it resonated so much with the fire signs. So I recommend that y'all watch the fire signs ones too. I recommend that you watch all of them, because we're all signs. And some part of your birth chart, you're all of the signs. Last time on the fire signs, I did start off with the African Goddess Oracle, but I'm going to start off with these first, because that's what I felt called to do. All right, and we have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. And that definitely goes with I'm stronger than I think. You've been trained for this. You're ready. All right, and then we have protection. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul revival. And then we have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? And I'm going to read up on the Age of Light. So I'll use my book to clarify that. All right, and then we have Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. Yes. And then we have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. That part is hard for me. That resting sure gets me every time. But Spirit keeps on telling me, sit down or we gonna make you sit down. And I'm just like, but I don't know how. Like, y'all know I'm ADHD. And we have Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? So I'll read up on this one too. So we'll read up on the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. And Warrior Woman. At the bottom we have Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? All right, so the Age of Light. Okay, I found Warrior Woman first. Have you answered your deepest calling? You are here for a reason. You are being called to a bravely I promise I'm not drunk yet. You are being called to bravely pave a path. Have you answered your highest and deepest calling? Living a heart and soul-led life is not all fluffy and smooth sailing. Don't I know it? Living a heart and soul-led life requires courage to triumph over fear. Whew. So often our fears are the gatekeepers to our greatest gifts. And the more resistance we have towards answering a call, the more important it is to our soul's growth. Sometimes fear is an indication that we are facing the right way. Let me pause real quick for that. The message that I'm getting from just that is that a lot of times whenever we face, I'm hearing our own demons, inner demons, tower moments, things that are not fun, favorable, fluffy, like it mentioned. We tend to look at it as it being all bad and that things are happening to us and not for us, when really in essence it's strengthening us. It's giving us the strength that we need. It's giving us the strength so that we can have strength to carry the sword to fight the fight that we need to fight. It gives us strength because without trials, there's no tribulation, right? I don't know if that makes sense. But basically, if we don't have anything to fight for or against, what is there to learn? If everything is so easy and everything is cake, what is there to learn in life? Life is not worth living if you're not learning. And I'm speaking this to the collective, but I'm speaking this to myself as well, because it's not always easy to even see it that way. Because when we were going through shit, I know for a fact, I had a whole fucking damn near mental breakdown about the shit that I'm going through, and constantly being reminded by my spirit guides and by family and that it's gonna be fine, it's gonna work out. But I'm looking at it and I'm just like, I don't know, it's looking a little fucking shaky. I don't know if it's gonna fucking work. I don't know. The uncertainty is what gets me. That uncertainty is my fear, because I'm so used to having some sort of structure. But get this, within that structure that I had was so much lack that I was surviving. Just fucking surviving, and okay with it, because I didn't know any fucking better. I had been in such a struggle for so long that I thought it was okay to just fucking survive. I thought that it was okay to just have my head above water and not to be able to just ebb and flow. And I'm done with that shit. I had my cry. I cried out all my fucking tears. I've given my worries. I've surrendered to the universe. I've surrendered to the divine. I've surrendered to my spirit guides. I've surrendered. I surrendered back in November. I did a whole releasing ritual, surrendering. And as I was having my moment and my meltdown, they were telling me, this is the last of it. You're releasing it. Give it to us. Give it to us. I'm going to try not to be fucking emotional about it, but it's just real shit. Give it to them. They will have your fucking back. They got you. They got us. Trust in the divine. Let me get back to this. All right. Sometimes fear is an indication that we are facing the right way. Joan of Arc was known for her courage and her famous line, "I am not afraid. I was born to do this." Okay? But the thing about courage is that it is not possible without fear. So if you are feeling afraid, what is needed is courage. And courage sometimes comes from living from the heart. Think of your fears as opportunities to expand, rather than things that are holding you hostage. If you look at your fears in this light, as uncomfortable as it may feel, sorry. It is actually a sign that you are on the right track. So, whenever we have those moments of fear, especially during those tower moments when we're experiencing them, and I know that the world has been experiencing tower moments. Like, I feel it within my own self, but I just feel it. I feel it. That's why I felt called to start doing tarot. You know, I went through a tower moment, losing shit, you know, still in the process of losing shit and trying to rebuild and trying to figure out how I'm going to rebuild and this and that and this and that. And I know that it's a world thing. Like, it's not just me. And I know that, you know, and whenever we go through our shit, we forget that it's a worldwide thing. Like, when you're experiencing something, best believe somebody else is experiencing the same thing, and their situation might be even worse because they don't even have half of what the fuck you have, let alone the knowledge that you might have or the ability to obtain knowledge. So just keep that in mind. We are fucking warriors. We came to win. Okay? When you get a chance, if you feel up to it, listen to Nicki Minaj, Fly. I promise every time I listen to the words of that song, like, music is my shit, y'all. Like, it's just my shit. If I'm feeling down, I turn on music and it just gets me. It gets me. I get it. And it works for me. Like, my whole vibe can change just from listening to music. So listen to music, even if it's meditation music, whatever kind of music you like. Music is music. I love pretty much all kind of music. I love some hardcore, like rock, like, I wouldn't really call it metal, but I like some hardcore shit. I like rap, anything that you feel like resonates, that you feel will raise your vibration. Listen to that. Do it, because it's going to fucking help. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All right. So we found Warrior Woman. Let's go to the Age of Light. These cards are not like the goddess oracle. It doesn't have like numbers on them. It just has the name. Oh, found it. All right. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Mystics and sages throughout the ages have predicted this period in history, and you decided to incarnate in the middle of it. There is no mistake that you were supposed to be here at this time of great change. Pause for that. So, I've said in other videos that I do not feel like I'm from here. And when I was having my moment, I was asking my spirit guides, like, why the fuck did y'all send me here, like, at this time? Like, if I knew that I was going to be going through this, then I would not have fucking signed up for this shit. And they were basically just like, yeah, you did. Like, you knew. We showed you. Like, we showed you that you were going to go through that. But you saw the bigger picture, and you were able to see how you ended up. So you were fine with that, because it was just a fucking moment. They didn't say fucking, but, I'm fucking, I cuss, so they understand. But it was clear to me they said that, and it sounds crazy to some people, but I know that I'm tapped into some shit, and they give me messages and they let me know, certain things, especially whenever I'm going through shit. They really do comfort me. Like, they really do. And it allows me to not feel so alone, because when you experience shit like this, it has the tendency to make you feel alone. You feel like nobody's there to help you. And you do have spirit guides. That's why I'm doing this reading. They're reaching out. They have messages for you, and they want you to know these things. It's not just haphazard. All right. Anyways, so the next line says, there is no mistake that you are supposed to be here at this time of great change. If you ever feel unprepared or daunted by the path that is calling you, know this: you've been training for this for lifetimes. You're way more than the days that have breathed through you in this life. You're also all of the lifetimes that came before. All of these experiences have polished your soul into the most magnificent expression that is your authentic self. Your soul has many facets. Imagine a fingerprint. Your soul is 1,000,000 times more intricate than that. If you put together all of the fingerprints of all of the people you have been, you would not even get close to fathoming how much of a unique masterpiece you are. You came in with a clear soul plan. You came in with wisdom beyond your years. This is the part of you that longs to be seen. This is the part of you that is ready to step forward, that is ready to emerge. This is not the lifetime to stay hidden, but to step forth, to be seen and rise. Okay? All right. And this is a work work your light activation. Hold the card on your heart and say, I call forth the soul's gifts and soul training that I have received throughout all of my lifetimes. I am ready to embody them all, now without a hesitation and without a fear. I have been training for this for lifetimes. As I put this on my heart, I hope that you place your hand on your heart as I was reading that, because it's for you. It's for all of us. All right. And then, so I said I was going to read these two, and then I kind of feel called to read Akasha. So I'm going to read Akasha, and then I'll close this one out. And then I'll go to the African goddesses rising oracle, and then we'll go to my other oracle, and then we'll close it out. If I feel called to do the other ones, like I said, because right now this one is for water. So if I feel called to do the other two signs, then I'll do those two, depending, because I don't want this video to be too long. We're already at 31 minutes. If I go any longer, it's going to be like close to 2 hours. So maybe I'll just break it up. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Akasha exists in the 5th dimension and the library of souls. All soul contracts, history, gift, lessons, and more exist here. We each have access to this information of the past, present, and future, and can tap into it at any time. While we have free will, there are also points on the timeline of our lives that are precedented or pre-planned, soul contracts or agreements that were made before incarnating. It could be a company you chose to work for, a relationship you plan to have, or a person you agreed to mentor or help. Whatever it is, know that it is divinely guided and will not bypass you. If you're waiting for a sign to proceed, this card is it. You're likely living out an important part of your soul's journey, and you are exactly where you need to be. This is very exciting indeed. It is time to call in the support of your helpers, both in the physical realm and the spirit world, to trust the signs coming, to take note of your dreams, to notice any feelings or visions that you receive, for you are tapping into the wisdom of the Akasha, and you are being given the go-ahead to proceed. I receive that. All right. As I place this card on my heart, place your hand on your heart, so our hearts can be one as I read this. I open myself up to receive the wisdom of Akasha. I am ready to download any information from my soul records that is in my highest good and for my highest good of all right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. That is bomb as fuck, y'all. And this is just the water signs. Like, I'm telling you, the water signs 2022 is about to be lit, okay? In the best way. Cheers to that. All right. So, this was great. This was wonderful. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Star Mother. I love to see this card. It's so beautiful. It really is. Let's get into the African goddess rising. First, let me close this one up. Okay, that was right. Alrighty. Let's see what messages we have for the wonderful, beautiful, magnificent, ever-flowing, ever-going water signs. So fitting. So fucking fitting. Sarah Lakali, Divine Lineage. I'll read up on her. Seven Sisters, Creativity. The fire signs got that too. So I recommend, because I'm not going to read up on the Seven Sisters, watch the fire signs. I really recommend that you watch all of them because it really is helpful. Because there's messages for everybody in all of them. We have, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Saukuyan, Scarcity. Mama Giumo, Shine. I'm hearing, don't dim your light. Don't dim your light. Don't dim your light. Surrender. So I will read about Sarah Lee Kali, Saukoya, I don't know how to pronounce her name, the one that said scarcity. And if I feel called to read Shine or this next card, then I'll read up on that. But for sure, the first one I'll read up on. And we have Rage. Ooh. And at the bottom, we have Betrayal. All right. So, something tells me that this rage and this betrayal and this scarcity has to do with you not dimming your light and or you choosing to shine your bright light makes people feel uncomfortable. And the need to surrender, feeling like you have to people please. People pleasing is also a form of dimming your light because you're belittling yourself in a way because you feel like you have to do for other people. And really you feel like you have to do for other people because you want to be loved and accepted and valued and appreciated as you deserve. But that still leads to betrayal because people use and abuse people that they feel like they can use and abuse. When you have clear set boundaries, people can't just use you. They can't just come in and say, oh, I know that I can get a favor from that person and they're never going to ask for a favor back or they're not going to hold me accountable for it. So it's fine. Like I could just use them and use them and use them until they pop off on me because I've been using them. And then guess what? You're the villain. That's how this shit goes. That's how this shit goes. Then you're the villain. And then then you're the person who's betraying because you no longer want to fucking give in to their bullshit. I don't know whose story that is. I know I resonate with it, but that's probably somebody's story. So take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, leave it. But Spirit knows. Spirit knows. All right. For the beautiful Sarah Lakali. Oh, my makeup got a little messed up. Sitting here crying and shit. But for Sarah Lakali, she is a goddess of divine lineage from Romani / Egypt. Her temple is the ancestors and her element is water. Okay, didn't I say that was fitting? Great ancestress Sarah Kali, meaning Sarah the Black, was an Egyptian prophetess and the patron saint of the Romani people. Oral history says that the saint Santi Sarah had the highest divine lineage. Your ancestors protect the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is you. Divine ones walk beside and within you. Trust. Your ancestors want to remind you that you are not alone. They are rooting for you. They ask you to honor your spirit guides and call upon the power of the divine. Create or nourish your ancestor altar or shrine. Unbury your ancestors. Speak their names. Your divine lineage ancestors may be blood related or culturally or spiritually connected. Goddess declaration, which is an affirmation. I am my sister and my sister is me. Big facts. And guess what? The number is 6 for this card. She is fucking beautiful. Like, I can't stop staring at her. She is so pretty. She kind of looks like me. Not to be vain. I'm not even kidding. I'm not trying to be vain. I mean, honestly, we're all of these goddesses. We're all of them. Everybody is. Even if you're not Black. Some part of you is every one of these goddesses. We are all everything. Okay, so what I was saying about 6 is that 2022 comes out to 6. So this is so fitting. Like, stepping into 2022, realizing that you are fucking divinely protected. Did I not say that in the beginning? I said that if you were feeling alone, if you were feeling, sad or down, like, understand that the divine is there and they're asking you to call upon them. Speak to them, speak their names. They're waiting for you to call on them because they're here to protect us and to guide us. We don't have to do this by ourselves. And I have to remind myself of that because I get so overwhelmed because I do think that I have to do it by myself because I have had to do it by myself for so long. And so now that I'm in this place of aligning myself, spiritually with spirit guides and things of that nature, I sometimes forget that I can call on them. And they literally do come through every fucking time. I can't make it up. They come through every fucking time. Every time I'm just about to give up hope, they come through. Just as loud as that fucking truck is coming through. They come through. And your spirit guides will come through for you too. So trust in the divine and understand that you are worthy of everything that you desire, everything that you want. It's coming for you. It's coming for us. I have to remind myself of this because I'm telling you, the shit that I'm speaking now, I didn't believe just a few hours ago. Like, I believed it, but I was just like, nah, like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, I don't know. And I was just questioning the fuck everything. But this reading is clarifying everything that I need to know to keep me grounded, to remind me that I need to stay grounded, and to remind us that we have so much to look forward to. But we have to let go. We have to let go of the rage and the scarcity and the betrayal that we feel like we have even done against ourselves, and that we've allowed other people to do to us physically, emotionally, mentally. It's hard. It's hard when you've had layers and layers and layers of that shit. And as an adult, you're just now realizing, like, fuck. Like, I've experienced all of this shit, and I've been just carrying all this shit around, and I did not fucking know that I was holding on to this shit until it all just bubbles up and it beats you up and hits you in the face. And you're just like, what the fuck? But you're faced with it. You're faced with it, and you have to deal with it. And the divine is asking you to fucking surrender that shit. Give it to the divine. It's not yours. You don't have to carry it anymore. You don't have to fucking carry it. You don't have to fucking carry it. Let it go. And when you're letting go of shit, man, when you're letting go of shit, the fucking rage, the anger that you feel with yourself for letting yourself down for things, for allowing things to transpire, for not speaking up, for not speaking your truth, for not allowing your light to shine, for being afraid. You come out like Medusa. This version of her. And I know for a fact I have anger issues, and I'm working on it. Like, I'm literally seeking therapy as we fucking speak. And I don't say that with any kind of like joking, because I don't joke about mental health at all, because I understand how serious it is. And as I'm on my path and I'm getting serious about this even more, if I'm gonna be giving people advice and shit, I can't be all wonky. I can't be up one moment and down the next, you know, and just call it a day. No, like, I need to be as balanced as I can be. And so if talking to somebody is going to assist me in finding balance, I'm gonna fucking do it, because I need to. I want to be a balanced person for everyone, for myself, first of all, for my family. So don't be afraid to reach out for help if you're having anger issues or if you're feeling angry. Also with this, the number is 23, but 23 is change. But also we have shine, and it's 32, and it's change. 32, 3 and 2 makes 5. Both of these are change. While we're going through the change to realize that we need to stop dimming our light, it's uncomfortable as fuck, man. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable as fuck. It is uncomfortable, and I hate that shit. I really do. I hate it. But it's fucking necessary. It's gonna make us better. We're gonna be so much fucking better for it. And I know this, but it's hard when you're going through it, man. Especially the self-inflicted shits. Those be the worst ones, man. But Spirit is asking us to alchemize. If you don't know what alchemy is, it is changing. It's just change. Changing your mindset. Transmuting energy. So instead of taking your anger and projecting it onto others, take that anger, take it out of you in some way, shape, or form. Whether that's running, jogging, exercising, boxing. Like, I literally want to take up boxing. Like, I need to do something to release anger, because I need to release some anger. I feel bad for a person who tries to come and anger me now, because I don't even want to say what I would do. So I'm learning to control my shit. And when you alchemize, you level up. All right, so I'm going to close that one out. That was pretty good, pretty deep, but yet and still straight to the point. It could have probably been a little bit deeper if I would have read like each meaning, but it's already about to be an hour for this. So I'm going to close out with my personal oracles, and we'll see what messages we get from this, and then we'll be done. Make sure that you do like, share, comment, and subscribe. This reading is for the water signs. I know I mentioned in the beginning that I might do air and fire all in one, but no, because this one is already long. And I don't know, you know, each one just varies. It depends on the amount of messages that I need to give. Even though the water signs, y'all's money moves reading was lit as fuck, but there's still some internal things that we're needing to work on, and I get it. We have take a quantum leap when I'm breaking the deck, and we have taking care of myself is not selfish. It's necessary for me to be a great mom or a great parent, great person, whatever. However you need to, you know. We have optimal health. I got options. Brand new whip just hopped in. Lucky duck. Wishes fulfilled. Who doesn't love? Who can truly be whom they are without love? And whenever I refer to love, I'm definitely referring to self-love first. You can truly only have love for yourself before you can give external love. And that's just what it is. Ain't no other way around it. We have Oh the Drama and 444. 444 to me represents spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, things of that nature, as we've already been, this whole reading is based on that. And then Oh the Drama. The drama is probably with y'all, with us, water. Even though I am a fire sign, I have a lot of water placements, pretty much all of the water placements within my chart. So on top of being a Leo, I'm dramatic as fuck. So this transition that we're going through is probably making us feel fucking dramatic. It really, and or if it's not now that you're going through, it was dramatic as fuck, and or traumatic as fuck when you were going through it. So I feel you. I feel you. I understand. Let me get a couple more cards. Oh. Favorable outcome. beauty ritual time. Okay, ladies and gents, it's not just women. Men can do beauty rituals by going to go get haircuts, shaving, doing a face mask, beard mask. Ask your girl if you have one to, give you a massage or something like that, or y'all give each other massages. It doesn't have to just be a singles thing. It could be a couples thing. And we have shine like the whole universe is yours. Let me pull a few more and then we're done. I'll stop right at an hour. This was a beautiful reading though. Lots of highs and lows of emotion. We have, this is a switch word. Deep point next, divine order now done. Focused intention and end procrastination. I sure as hell need that. Vibe and love. Maybe some of y'all are falling in love. Hopefully it's with yourself first. I'm not against love at all. It's just, I'm just in this place to where I really know that I have a lot of work that I need to do, even though I have a relationship that I'm in, but I still understand that I have a lot of work to do within myself. And in order for me to be the best fiance, future wife, all that shit, I have to be good within myself. And that's all across the board. I don't want to come into some shit with a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? Nobody deserves that. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to be a burden to anybody. And I sure as fuck don't want anybody to be a burden to me. So therefore, new money, big money, be logical. Here we go. Praise, genius, she, bang, be. These are switch words. For beauty, intelligence, unaffected by negativity and ridicule of others, to be mentally strong. That's great, especially after a beauty ritual. If anything, I may do the air and earth signs possibly tomorrow. It will get done though, for sure. Because after I've done fire and water, I've got to do the other two. Because I didn't do the money moves for this past week for the earth sign, so I'm going to have to owe them for next week. And especially when I get more subscribers, then people can tell me, oh, can you do it for the earth signs? Then I'll do it. But right now, I'm just kind of doing them haphazardly, just kind of out of a courtesy, because I know that different people will watch. And I know that people are all signs, but, create something. One thing I will say is that, I don't know if I could pull it up, but in the Goddess Oracle, the 7 sisters, their mantra is basically to create. So this definitely goes with that. So create something. I'm hearing create a regimen, especially since we were talking about beauty. Create a beauty regimen. Trying different exfoliants for your skin. Lately I've been doing salt all over my body, but I do that kind of as a spiritual thing, but also to maintain my skin, especially during the winter. But you can do sugar and lemon and honey, or I might do sugar and coffee to exfoliate. That's just a tip. All right, let me pull one more card and then I'm out for sure. Okay, Spirit said 2 more. It's the choices that you make that reflect your character, dear. Be your own savior. And that's it. And we out. Spirit says for us to save ourselves. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Anyways, make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. I hope that you enjoyed this intuitive oracle reading. Have a happy and safe new year. And I really appreciate y'all watching my videos. It makes me feel so good that I'm able to speak to people. Like, I don't care if it's 5, 10, 100, a million people. Like, I don't care how many people it is. I just want to be able to use my voice to be able to speak life unto others and to be able to be a vessel. That's what I'm here for. And that's what you're here for. And that's why you're probably watching me, because you have the same type of frequency. We're on the same type of frequency. And if you feel up to it, you can definitely donate to my Cash App. I will link it in the description below. And yeah, make sure that you comment and let me know if it resonates. If I know you personally, you can hit me in Snapchat or whatever the fuck, and let me know if it resonates. It makes me so happy to know that y'all are watching. Like, it really does. It warms my heart to know that we resonate and that we vibe like that. So I really appreciate y'all, and I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and Happy New Year.